Hello and welcome to class. My name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. Today we're going to be doing our 40-minute Pilates class. This will be an intermediate class and I'm going to base this class on the original classical sequence of Pilates. So for those of you that don't know, Pilates was created by Joseph Pilates and he had a very specific order he really wanted the exercises to be done in. Obviously this was a long time ago. We're talking, well, 80, 100 years ago now. But we're going to try and do some of that order today. I'm going to give you a warm up first and then we're going to get straight into it. All right, so let's begin. We're going to do our roll downs. Okay, so you're going to have your feet hip width apart. You're going to draw your abdominals in and bring your arms down by your side. I'm just going to turn sideways for you. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, draw the abdominals in and think of starting to roll forward, like you're trying to roll over a barrel. Okay, so we're pulling the abdominals in. And we're reaching forward, the weight's going into the toes, down towards the floor. Let that head hang, take a breath in there, breathing out and draw the abdominals in as you come back up. So this is all part of warming up the body and the mind. Inhale. Exhale, think of scooping those abdominals in. Dropping the head. Head is heavy. Arms are reaching forward, fingers together. Inhale. Exhale. Coming all the way back up. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Rolling down. Inhale and exhale, coming all the way back up. Well done. Let's bring ourselves down onto the mat. So just coming down whichever way you want to, lying down, and let's warm up the spine a little more. So bring your feet close to your bottom. Hands down, we're going to do the pelvic curl. So we're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out, tilting the pelvis towards you, peeling that spine up off the floor. So reach up with those hips, close the ribs, inhale. Exhale, slowly coming down through that spine and onto your mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, so focus on your abdominals and the movement in your spine because you're really going to need a nice warm spine this morning. Good, inhale. Exhale, sinking the back of the ribs down. Getting that stretch through your mid-back and then coming down. Deep breath in, exhaling to tilt, and the exhale is all the way through that movement up. Inhale, exhale, closing the ribs, coming down. We've got 2 to go. Deep breath in, exhaling to tilt. Peeling up. Inhale to hold. Exhale. As you come down. Last one, deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt. Lifting all the way up, deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's start to lift the arms up. Spine comes down, arms reach overhead. They circle around to the side and you place them down on the floor, palms up. Now keeping that little hold in the abdominals, let's bring the right leg up and then the left leg up. Knees not too far away so you're arching your back, but equally not too close so you're flexing. You want to be in that lovely neutral position. Here we go. We're going to inhale, knees over to the right. You're going to try and keep your left shoulder blade on the floor. Exhale, think about the abdominals as you bring those knees back. Other way, inhale. Exhale up. So inhale, knees go to the right. As you exhale, think of the left side of the waist drawing you back. Inhale to your left. Exhale, right side of the waist drawing you back. Last two. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Right leg down, left leg down. Let's reach the arms up behind the head. Fingers interlaced, elbows open, preparing for the chest lift. So take a breath in, exhale, chin to the chest, and then lifting up, coming up as far as you can. Good. Inhale, exhale, back down. We're just going to do 4 as it's a warm-up today. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Deep breath in. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lower. And last one, deep breath in. And exhale to lift. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lower. Adding a rotation, take a breath in. Exhale, lift back up, come as high as you can. Taking a breath in, you're going to exhale to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale to your left. Inhale, center. So think of going on that diagonal line and center. And center. And back to your left, and back to your right, and back to your left, and back. Take a deep breath in, lift a little higher, and exhale to come back down. Okay, bring your hands by your side. Let's begin the classical sequence. We'll see how far we get today. All right, so we're going to bring the right leg up, the left leg up. We're starting with the 100. So you're going to take a breath in, exhale, little nod of the chin, and then float the head and chest up, reaching the hands forward. Any issues with your neck, you can put your head down. Okay, those of you who want to work at an intermediate level, you can extend the legs out, and you can take them as low as you can keep your back imprinted on the floor. Okay, so from here, take a deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knees. Take your head down. Right leg down, left leg down. Reach your arms overhead for the roll up. So you can have your knees bent if you need assistance on your roll up, or you can have your legs straight. Palms are facing up. So we're going to inhale, moving the arms, the head, the chest. If you need help, hold on to your legs. Exhale, coming up, drawing the abdominals in and reaching over. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back down. Nice and smooth. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. And remember, keep pulling the abdominals in. Find that stretch in the lower back. Inhale. And exhale. As you come back, one more. Inhale. Exhale. Over. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back. Reach your arms overhead, circle them around and bring them down by your side. Okay, so now we're going into the rollover. So I'm going to show you a version that we can all do first. So that's to bring our legs into tabletop. And we're moving from the base of the spine. So you're going to draw your abdominals in and try and peel your tailbone off the floor. You see I had that little gap here and back. So this is the option you can stick with if you find the full exercise too challenging. Okay. Those that want to try the next level, you're going to do the same thing, press into the arms and bring the knees above the head. We want that curve at the spine. We don't want the knees down. We're using our back extensors. And then slowly down. Okay, those that want to do the full exercise, extend your legs. Pull your abdominals in. Reach away. You're going to inhale to 90 degrees. Exhale over. Again, think nice long spine. You're going to flex your feet, separate your feet and lower the legs until you feel a stretch through the body. Exhale. You're going to come down. Reach the legs out and bring them together. Inhale to 90 degrees. Exhale over. Flex, separate, lower. Exhale to come back down. Inhale to 90. Exhale over. Flex, separate. Such a lovely stretch of the back of the body. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale over. Flex, separate and lower. Coming down. Inhale. Exhale over. Flex, separate, lower and come back down. Now he did another set of 5 but the reverse with the legs. So flex the feet. They are now apart. Inhale. Exhale over. Point. Lower. And come all the way back. Flexing the feet. Inhale to 90. Exhale over. Let's point, draw them together this time and lower them overhead. Exhale down and separate the feet. Inhale to 90. Exhale over. Point, bring those legs together. Down. Roll. And flex the feet. We've got 2 to go. Inhale. Exhale over. Point together. You can really feel that core working when you have to do this many. And last one. Inhale. Exhale over. Point together. Bring those legs down and rolling down. And as you roll down, your pelvis lands. You're going to take your left leg down. Your arms out to the side. And you're going to do the 1 leg circle. Okay, so we've got our left foot flexed, our right leg, toes are pointed, and we're going to do our nice circles here All right, and we're going to do 5 in each direction. So going inwards for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Back to the center, change direction, going out for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Well done. Lower that leg down. Let's bend the left leg, unfolding it. So toes pointed on the left, foot flexed on the right. Going inwards for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Back to the center. Other way for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Well done. Flex the foot and then lower it all the way down to the floor. Well done. So from here, we're going to do a little roll up. So bring those arms overhead. Going to inhale, moving the arms, the head, the chest. Exhale, imagine you're pressing down on something to help you get up. Coming up to sitting, and we're going to prepare for the rolling movement. Okay, so rolling back, we're going to do 6 of these. We're doing great on our time, so that's really good. So bring those feet towards you and lift your right leg up, your left leg up. Relax your shoulders. And this is called rolling back. We call it rolling like a ball sometimes. Think of your spine being as round as possible. So relaxing your shoulders, but tensing your abdominals, as in pulling them in. Feel like everything's drawing in and up. Keep pulling in until you roll back and come up. Remember, with rolling back, only go onto your shoulder blades, not onto your neck. Here we go. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. 2 more. Remember to try and relax into it. Hold it here. Now lift your legs up. Little transitional move. Okay, you can extend your left leg. It's at 45 degrees. Bring your right knee in, hands on that knee. Draw your abdominals in and roll down to your chest lift position. So we're doing the 1 leg stretch. Let's lift those elbows. So we're using our arms and shoulders. Okay, so here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale to switch. And switch. And switch. Good. 2, 1. Bring both knees in. Keep your head up. Now use this moment to hold on to those knees and lift yourself up a little higher. All right, so you're really using all your abdominals. Double leg stretch. Inhale back with the arms forward with the feet. Exhale, return. Inhale back and exhale. Keep your eye line forward rather than up. Good. 2, 1. Well done. Hands underneath those legs and just press those legs away. Bring yourself up to sitting. Well done. Okay, let's do a sitting position now. Spine stretch forward, or spine stretch. We're going to do 3 of these. So I'm trying to do the original numbers as well, original number of repetitions, where I get my counting right. So let's have the arms here. I think Joseph did it. He did it with the hands down. So sitting up nice and tall, hands in between your legs, nice straight spine. Take a breath in. Breathing out, let's draw that chin down. Pull your abdominals in and slide those hands forward. Deep, deep stretch. Soften the knees if you want so you get more of a stretch in your lower back. Inhale, exhale, coming all the way up. Now you can lift the arms if you want. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Coming down, trying to really move through the whole of your spine. Inhale. Exhale, draw the abdominals in, lift that pelvic floor as if you're trying to lift yourself, your bottom, your sit bones off the mat. One more deep breath in. Breathing out into the chest. Coming down. Big stretch, inhale and exhale, coming all the way up. Okay, I'm just going to scoop forward. You might need to scoop forward as well for this one. Okay, so we've got our legs apart and we're now going to our next rolling, which is called the rocker. Okay, so same idea as the rolling, but we have our legs in a different position. So we're going to bring those legs up. Hands underneath the legs and extend the legs up. Now, depending on flexibility of legs and shoulders, you can have your hands under your knees, your calves, or at your ankles. The original movement was at the ankles and the legs are a little bit wider than your hips. So you've got to hold it here. We're going to rock on the spine. So we're going to inhale back. Same idea, keep pulling in, rocking back. And then coming back up. Hold it there. Again, draw in and up. Drawing in and up. Whoopsie daisy. Sometimes you lose your balance just like that and then you reset. Drawing in. And up. Again. Last one. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Bring those legs together. Bend those knees. And then you're going to come all the way down to the mat. Arms down by your side. Legs are going to extend. So we're going to do the corkscrew. I'm going to show you, we're going to do both options. The original was just the second option, but I think that's quite hard for a lot of people. So first option is legs stay together. Think of moving from your waistline, so brilliant for the waist. You're going to inhale, taking both legs over to the right, lifting that hip up. Exhale, the legs are going to circle down, around, and back. Then we're going to go left. Inhale, exhale, around. And you've really got to keep control of your core. And what I mean by that is when those legs go down, pull in and up so you're not arching your back. Good. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. That's it, last one. Inhale and exhale. Now, those that want to can try the full version, all right? If you don't want to do that, stick with what we've just been doing. Full version, you start with the rollover, so you can inhale to 90, exhale over. Okay, now we do the same movement with the pelvis in the air to start with. So you take both your legs over to the right. You're then going to roll down through your spine, and once your pelvis is down, the legs are going to circle over to the left, and you're going to roll up the left side of your spine and then come back to the center. Then you're going to go left, roll down, Swing the legs down over to the right and up. And back to center. Good. Go right. Roll down through your spine. Legs go down, around and over to your left as you roll up. And center. Go left. Coming down. Circle around. Up. Remember to always straighten up in between. Last two. Legs to the right. It's like they're pointing over your right shoulder. Roll down through your spine. Circle around. Up. So they're pointing over your left. You then straighten up the spine. Last one. Legs go left. You're going to go down through that spine. Circle around. Up on the right. Back to center, and then if your pelvis is in the air, let's just roll all the way back down, bending those knees, hands behind the legs, press the legs into the hands to bring yourself up to sitting. You're doing really well. We're going to keep going on our sequence, so we're going to do the saw. So we're now sitting up again. Legs are about the width of your mat. All right, tummies in, arms out to the side. So this is more rotation, so good for your spine. So we're going to rotate to our right. Bring that right arm across. As you exhale, go forward, reach towards your little toe, head down. Back hand touches the floor. Then you're going to come back up and reset back to center. Tummies in, go left. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up and center again. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Find that lovely stretch. Keep both sit bones on the floor, up and center. So the rotation is using your waistline, your muscles around your waist. We are not moving our hips. And center. Last two. Inhale. Exhale, and up, and center, and inhale, exhale, come up, and center. Well done. From there, we're just going to scoot back, bend our knees, and come forward, and we're going to work on a little bit of back extension. And I'm going to break this down for you because these are all quite challenging. So we're going to do a preparation first for the swan dive. So that's feet apart, hands down, lengthen through your neck. Your head is just floating above the floor. You're going to breathe in, start to peel away from the floor, and then breathing out, lifting up, going as far as you can. If you can go all the way up, this is the time to do it. Inhale, exhale, elbows down first, and back onto the floor. Deep breath in. Inhale, you're lifting up onto your elbows. Exhale, you're pressing into your hands to come up. Inhale, exhale, lowering back down. Then we're going to inhale, exhale up. We're going to turn the head to the right, to the left, center, and lower back down. Now the next level is to take a deep breath in, lifting up, and then exhale, coming up. Now here's where it gets a lot more complicated in terms of control of your body. So I want you to focus right now on the lower part of your body, from your core, so from your belly button downwards, trying to keep the shape of the body. So we're tensing the legs, all right? And then what we're going to do is hold that shape and do a little rock forward. So a little rock and up. Rock and up, and think of your legs lifting up behind you. Rock and up, that's it. Rock and up. rock, and up, and rock, and up. Now those that want to do the full swan dive, I want you to think about making sure you turn your head. So we're going to take the arms away and rock forward. But as you do that, you're going to turn your head to the right so you don't bang your nose, and that to center and then over to the left. All right, so let me show you one, or you can join in as we do it. So we're here in our preparation mode. All right, we're going to take the arms away and rock forward. And then catch to come up. Then the left side. Okay, so head is going to the right. Rock forward and up. Arms straight out to the side. Good. Out and back and out and back and all the way down. I think Boo found that very interesting, didn't you, Boo? Okay, so coming up now onto your elbows, continuing with the back. You can see these movements very, very challenging. So we're bringing those feet to about the width of your hips now. We are not going to collapse here. So really pull your tummy off the mat, like there's a pile of ice cubes under your belly button. So you can't let it do this, yeah? We're pulling in, which means we are protecting and also looking after our lower back. We're going to do the one leg kick. So you're going to kick your right leg, toes pointed, 1, 2, lower, left, 1, 2, and lower, 1, 2, and lower, 1, 2. So you're staying in your back extension, 1, 2, and lower, 1, 2, and lower. Good. Right and lower, left and lower, right and lower and left and lower. Well done. Slowly coming down for a moment. We're going to go into the double leg kick. So you bring your legs together and you're going to take your hands behind you, holding onto your hands or each hand. You're going to bring your elbows down. So your hands around your sacrum area. Let your elbows drop. Let your shoulders roll forward. And then just turn your face to one side. I hope you can hear me because I'm leaning on my microphone. Okay. So what we're going to do here is 3 kicks of the legs together. 1, 2, 3. As you inhale, reach the legs out, up and straighten. Reach the arms out, up and straighten. Reach the back up as far as you can go. Turn your head the other way and bring everything back in. 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lifting up and turn. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, up. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Good. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Up. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Up. Reach your arms out to the side. Bring them underneath you. And let's press up. And now you can sit back. Tuck your tailbone under. Just have a little stretch of the body. Very good. Come on up. And we're going to do one more movement in this sequence, and then we'll finish with a stretch. Okay, so it's called the neck pull, but please don't pull on your neck. All right, that was just the term for it. Very, very challenging move. So for those of you that find the roll-ups easy, this will be your challenge. So, fingers interlaced, hands behind your head. Okay, elbows open. And then from here, we're going to hinge back, keeping our back straight for as long as we can. When you can't hold it any longer, you pull your core in, pull in and up on the pelvic floor, rounding your lumbar spine, bringing yourself down to the floor. Now we're going to try and roll up from here. So see what happens today. We're going to inhale, moving the head. Exhale, drawing in. Bring the elbows in, coming over your body. Deep, 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 deep stretch. And reach back up. All right, so leaning back, leaning back, leaning back. Tuck under and roll back down. Inhale to lift your head. Exhale, coming up and over. Now I appreciate this is not for everyone, so use your hands if you need to. This bit should be okay. It may just be the coming up. I know lots of you find that challenging, so use your hands. Inhale. Exhale, this is the last one. And all the way over. And come on up. Bring those hands down. Well done. Okay, shall we finish with a nice stretch? Let's do it. So come and lie down. You've worked very hard today. And let's just bring that right knee into the chest. So just do what feels really nice now. Bring that knee in, pull it as far as you can. And then I want you to take that knee and point it in the direction of your armpit. So right knee towards right armpit. So getting a stretch on the inner thigh. Good. And then bring it in and tuck the toes around your left knee. Left hand on that right knee, right hand out to the side, and then just go over for a nice stretch of the back. And again, just take it to where feels nice for you. You want this to feel like a lovely stretch and release, so nothing too tense. Well done. Rolling onto your back. Let's change legs. So just hugging that left knee into the chest. Then taking the left knee towards the left armpit. So we're getting an inner thigh stretch there. Very good. And then bring that knee out and tuck the toes of that left foot against the inside of your right knee. Right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand out to the side, and then just take that knee over and down towards the ground, finding that lovely stretch in the body. You should find your spine feels a lot more flexible now after that session. Well done. Coming back to the center, and then just bring both knees into your chest. Take a breath in, exhaling, pulling those knees in. And release. Hands underneath the legs. Press the legs away to bring you back up. Okay, and then let's cross the feet, come forward. And let's come up in the usual way. All right, Boo? You're going to reach your right leg back. You just enjoy yourself there. You just have a nice little stretch. Left leg back. Good. And then you're going to lift your hips up and try and lower the heels down, and at the same time push away from your hands so you get that deep shoulder stretch. So it's shoulders and calves, I always think, this exercise, but it certainly is for me. And then walk your hands towards your feet. Bend your knees now
And let your hands relax, your arms relax, your head drop down. Taking a breath in, you're going to exhale and we're going to slowly come all the way up to standing. Bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, circle them out to the side. Take a breath in and breathe out, rolling down. We are thinking of knees going forward now, back. Rounding, but we're more relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming up. Restacking that spine. Raise the arms up. Reach them out to the side. And one more deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Rounding down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming up. Lift the arms up, circle them out to the side. And there you go. You're all done for today, everyone. So thank you very much for watching. A slightly different session to normal, but I wanted to experiment with the classical sequence, so I hope you enjoyed the experience. Please do press the like button. The likes really do make a difference, so go ahead and do that right now. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you subscribe, then you can chat to me live whenever I'm live on YouTube, because it's set to subscribers only. And of course, please do share this with a friend, a family member, a fellow Pilates fan, and let's really build our kind and supportive fitness and well-being community around the world. All right, so I'm going to come on to the chat shortly if you're with me live. If you're watching on demand on a recording, then please maybe put the kettle on, make yourself a cup of tea and let it roll and just see what comes up. This is when I answer any questions related to your practice, whether you have injuries, medical conditions, any advice that you're looking for. All right, so thank you very much for watching. It's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Boo, who's doing her own version of Pilates down here. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that today. It was a fun session. I think Boo was not quite sure what was going on at points, so that was rather amusing. But yes, let me know what you thought of today's session. I was looking at the Pilates, original Pilates, because I'm quite interested in sort of the original method. And it is amazing to think, I mean, I did a warm-up today. So by the way, the warm-up I did today was from my own book on Pilates called The Little Book of Pilates. And in that, I wrote that based on the contemporary exercises, but to make it more achievable for the bodies and the world that we live in now. So we were doing the warm-up from my book. All right, if you want details of my book, you'll find them in the description below. But Joseph Pilates, just a little bit of background, I know lots of you know, but Joseph Pilates, he's the creator of Pilates, hence why it's called Pilates. But he didn't call it that, he called it contrology, because he was all about control of the body, the mind mastering the muscles, the mind mastering the movement. And he was German, and he was very, very particular about the order he wanted the exercises to be done in. So in Pilates world, there's often some very lively discussions about whether that's still correct, whether you should do the classical, whether you should do a contemporary version. Me personally, I think it's all good. If you're moving and you're doing Pilates, it's fantastic. But I thought today I would share with you some of the original sequence. I've actually got it written down on paper here. We did 15 of the original exercises, not including the warm-up. And the original class started with 100, so there was no warm-up, you were straight into that.
But if you look online, you'll see that there's lots of things Joseph Pilates done. You can find little videos on YouTube where he did kind of a standing warm-up, which is why I put a lot of my standing work in as well. But if you think about it today, in 40 minutes, we did 15 exercises and the original sequence is 34. So that's more than double what we did today. And I gave you lots of adaptations today. There weren't any in his day. You had to do it exactly the way he wanted it. So it's an interesting exercise, I think, to see how they are and to see how they work for the spine. I know for me, feeling it in my body right now, and I'd love to know what you guys think, do tell me. My spine feels really good after that. I mean, I don't have any spinal conditions. I'm just a 60-year-old woman, so my spine is a little bit stiff. But it does feel really good after doing that. So there's clearly a reason why he wanted things done in a certain order. Anyway, I'm going to come onto the chat now, see who's here. And what's going on. So hello to Yvonne Thorpe. Hello Yvonne, welcome. You were first on the chat and first to donate today, so thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that. And you've done a resistance band class because you're not available today, but thank you. It's so nice of you to continue to support me every week, and I appreciate that. Hello to Carlin Hawkgren, who says, good morning from a beautiful morning here in Atlanta. Lovely to hear that, Carlin. I hope that felt really woke up your body for your Friday. Lovely, lovely to see you. And thank you, Carlin, for your donation. Much appreciated. Good morning to Angie Sharp. Hi, Angie. Happy Friday to you and to everybody watching, if you're watching me live. Hello to Susan Eisenbach. Hello, Susan. Thank you, as always, for your donation. Much appreciated. Hello to Leslie Matten, who says, walked the Cornwall coast instead of Pilates last week. Enjoyed my local class, and I'm going to challenge myself to do this class tomorrow. I'll let me know what you think, Leslie. Hello to Mark Berman. Berman. Hi, Mark. Mark says, may have to try again later. Only early for an old man and involves too much stretch for me. Still, I appreciate your style. Don't worry, Mark. Just do what you can. Remember, Mark, the stretching is just as important as the strengthening. You need equal stretch and strengthen. That way you stay fit, able-bodied, but also prevent injuries. I do say that a lot because I find it very interesting, Mark, because I've worked with a lot of men, particularly sportsmen in Pilates, especially when I have my business in London. Excuse me. I work with a lot of footballers, golfers, and a couple of runners as well. And the stretching, all my male clients did not like the stretching. And I think it's because it's really hard for you, isn't it? Because the male body is more focused on power and strength. And that's fine. That's how it should be. That's how you're made. But trying to incorporate the stretching will help you be more powerful because you'll be less prone to injury because your muscles will have more flexibility. And what often happens, and this is for everyone watching, male or female, is that if your muscles are strong, excuse me, but very tight, then when you suddenly go and do any kind of exertion movement, like, you know, a sudden sprint, or you're tackling someone in football, whatever it might be, anything with an impact, tennis, golf, etc., you're more liable to get an injury to a tendon or a ligament because your muscles are tight, and so it'll go to the next thing, which is what joins the muscle onto the bone. So really trying to get that flexibility in the muscles, in the tendons, in the ligaments safely is the way to do it, and the best way to do that is in Pilates. But Mark, I totally appreciate you trying, and well done. Today was a challenging session. I'm not going to lie, it was challenging for me as well. And I have found in all my years, 25 years of doing Pilates, 14 of which I have been a certified teacher. In all those years, I've always found that anything involving the inversions, that's where your feet are going over your head, are very, very difficult for people these days. And I think that's the lifestyle we lead. You know, people were, in Joseph Pilates' day, I mean, he was kind of, I suppose, at the height of his fitness, probably in the 1940s to 60s, maybe, something like that. And if you look at him online, I mean, he was so fit, even in his 80s, he was fit, very fit. But those days, back in the 40s, the 50s, the 1920s really was when he first went to New York and set up a Pilates studio. That was in 1926, I think. People were more active then. Most people had jobs that involved an element of manual movement. So whether that was walking to work, getting a bus to work, you know, they didn't work at home like we all do. They worked in factories or office floors, lots and lots of movement. And we do so much less movement now. And in those days, it was normal to go out and have a run, all that kind of stuff. People did it naturally as part of their day. You know, even, you know, women who were housewives at home in those days, they were having to walk miles to shops to get food, to carry that back manually. They didn't get it delivered to the door. You know, we do so much less now than we used to. And that's not what our bodies are created for. We are meant to move. And that's why I always say to you all, try and do movement every day. I mean, just looking back at Leslie, you know, Leslie did a whole walk down the Cornwall coast last week. She's added her Pilates. It's not that I think, you know, I'm telling you, you have to do Pilates every day. Personally, I do, because I know it helps me feel more flexible and fit in my body. But I'll also be doing an hour-long dog walk at some point today as well. So it's important to keep moving, keep active. And if you're working from home, really important to get out of your chair and stand up. I don't know if any of you have standing desks. I do quite a lot of my work at home standing as well as sitting, because it's just good to be on your feet. Now, on that note, before I forget, for those of you that are here, on Monday, I will be doing a special Pilates class. I'm calling it Pilates for Beginners with neck pain, but essentially it'll be fantastic for anyone who gets neck pain, whether that's during all the time or feels it in the Pilates class. I'm going to show you and give you a session that is going to help reduce that neck pain and also alleviate any tension in the neck. It's still going to be a core workout, so don't worry, you'll still get your full workout, but we're going to make sure that we really focus on the neck, the placement, the movement, the mobilization, and also restricting anything that is causing you to feel more tension and more discomfort. So that'll be on Monday. That's live at 4 p.m. Monday UK time. That's going to be a 20-minute session, so a nice short session. And then I've also got my playlist out this weekend. So on Saturday, I'll have my intermediate playlist. That will be September week 3. And on Sunday, I'll have my seniors and gentle beginners playlist, and that will go out on Sunday. And both of those playlists have 5 videos for you to do during your week. So it just takes away the stress of, you know, having to choose, because I know I've got like 586 videos or something now. So I do all that work for you. I just give you your suggestion for the week, and then you go ahead and do them. Okay, so going down, Josie Briggs, thank you for your donation, Josie, very much indeed. Much appreciated. And Josie says, it was good to have more traditional session. I confess that I mostly did the easier options and so did all the exercises. Nothing wrong with that, Josie. You kept moving. That's the important thing. So well done. Carlin Hawkins says, that was great. Sweaty but fun. Love doing the classic moves. Thank you, Carlin. Really good to hear. Adrian Donovan, thank you for that emoji, much appreciated. Adrienne. Robin Newcomb says, oh my goodness, that was tough. The traditional corkscrew and swan dive, more like a dying swan, was grateful for the options. Have a nice weekend, everyone. I know how you feel, Robin. I mean, I do find them really difficult because, again, I don't really teach those moves. I teach a more contemporary version of Pilates because, I mean, those are still in it, but it's broken down into sort of beginners, intermediate, advanced. And in the same way, if you look in my book, you'll see that some of those ones we today, like the traditional corkscrew, they're actually the advanced moves because I know they're very hard. To be able to do an inversion, so that's taking the feet over the head properly, safely, you really need to have a lot of strength in your abdominals, your back muscles and your oblique muscles. So that's why in all my sessions I generally do it around all that area to get you nice and strong. So if you've been doing my Pilates with me for a long time, you should find that you're getting to a point where you can do an inversion or even part of it and hold your spine in that position without your legs collapsing. That really shows how strong your muscles are. And that's not just your abdominals, that's your back muscles. And they're the important ones because they're the ones that get really weakened these days. So well done, Robin. Kerry Ward, hi Kerry. Kerry says, love that, Rachel. A big challenge on some moves, but just so good to go through the classic moves. And it all, as always, your energy and positivity makes these sessions such a boost. Well, thank you so much, Kerry. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing that. I really like teaching those moves. I find it very exciting when I'm with a group of people who can do all the moves because you really get a sense of, you get that real sense of athleticism when you do the classical Pilates. So thank you, Kerry. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Suzanne Palmer says, a super challenging session. I agree that my spine feels supple and relaxed now. Thank you, Rachel. We're very welcome, Suzanne. Thank you. Angie Sharp says, found that great for me. Some new moves as well. Thank you, Rachel. You're very welcome, Angie. Teresa Williams says, really enjoyed doing some of the classical Pilates, feeling good. Yay. Thank you. You're very welcome. Park says, thank you for the class. I found it to be at a good level for me. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's really good to know. Thanks very much. Maybe I'll have to kind of bring a couple of those moves in the future. Jane Rose says, thank you, Rachel. Great work for the spine today. Dorothy Tate says, challenging but fun. Thank you, Rachel. You're very welcome, Dorothy. Thank you. Carla La Bombard says, good morning, Rachel. Joined in a bit late, but I'm going to start over after the chat. Looking forward to the challenge. Thank you to Rachel and hi to Kerwin and Boo. Thank you very much. SG says, that was tough. Did most of the easier options and adapted, but got through to the end. Well, there you go. You see, the detailed instructions were extremely useful. Thank you, Rachel, from Sangeeta. Well, thank you so much, Sangeeta. I'm so thrilled with that you all, and thank you for mentioning it, Sangeeta, appreciate the instructions. Because Pilates has always been, in all the years I've done it, and it has been very much a mixture of physical movement and verbal communication. And for me, that's what makes it so different to other forms of exercise. I think there is certainly an element of that in ballet, and I think potentially, this is my opinion, that's where Joseph Pilates got a lot of it from, because when he moved to New York in the 1920s, he could only afford a studio in the downtown dance district of Manhattan. So he was surrounded by dancers, dance studios, and I think that was a huge influence on him. And if you look at a lot of the classical movements, a lot of them are in a slight V position, like a first position that we would do in ballet. So there we go. But thank you very much. It's really glad to hear you like the instructions because they are so important for growing your knowledge of yourself, your own body and how it moves. So thank you, Sangeeta. Sangeeta says, is it okay to hold your back to flip your feet over your head? Any suggestions? Totally okay. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that, shall we, Sangeeta? So we were looking at the rollover. All right, Boo, you go back to sleep. We're looking at the rollover and various options. So option one was to just press into the arms and lift. And there's a lot of arm work you can get out of this, lots of arm toning, so it's good from that point of view. When you get to the point where you can lift, you can support your spine. And the important thing is not to let things collapse. So think about lengthening. So if I let my spine go, it's here. Think about really lengthening up, and then you can support as such, just like this. You lower the legs to wherever your flexibility allows. So say it's to here. All right, and then if you want to, you can just let the hands slide down the body slowly to assist with you coming back down. All right, so that is an option for you if you're at that point, and that's fantastic. If you're already doing that, Sangeeta, that's really, really good, so well done. Munira Ali says, thank you, you're very welcome, Munira. Lovely to see you here today. Robin Newcomb says, the Monday class for neck pain will be great for me. The neck is always a problem for me. Okay, well, this will be a good one, Robin. We're really going to focus on alleviating tension and pain around the neck through some specially adapted Pilates movements that I've created for you. Excuse me. Suzanne Horton says, very challenging class, still managed to do a few, but the rollovers is impossible for me to do, even though watching you, it looks so easy. Thank you again. Susan, thank you very much. I think that's, I do get told off for that quite a bit, that I make things look really easy. And I can't help it. I mean, it's just, you know, it's something I've moved all my life, and I think it's part of my DNA. I actually have to move. I'm not very good at sitting still, but I totally appreciate some of these moves are very difficult. And what I'd say, Susan, is thank you for your lovely message. And even though you feel it's impossible, work at the first suggestion I gave you, where you're just lying on the floor with your knees up and you're just trying to peel your pelvis up slightly, because even doing that, pulling inwards and peeling up, is going to really strengthen your core, but also add some flexibility in that lower part of the spine. And that's so beneficial. So just keep working on that and don't worry about it. But thank you for your lovely comment. Carla La Bombard says to me, oh yes, so this is from my Ko-fi. On my Ko-fi page, everyone, which is my supporter page, that's where if you want to support me on a regular basis by organising a regular donation to me or a one-off donation, anything is appreciated, because I never charge for my YouTube channel. All right, so everything that you see is thanks to you. These lights, this camera, my broadcasting setup is all thanks to you supporting me. So thank you, everyone. And on my Ko-fi page, because these are the people that support me financially on a regular basis, I post little snippets of other things, nutrition, exclusive news. There's some very, very exclusive news going on Ko-fi today, later today, everybody. So those of you that are on Ko-fi, have a look. There's going to be some big news on there. But yes, Carla says, Rachel, I tried the avocado cheesecake you put on Ko-fi, but it didn't turn out as good as yours. It didn't seem to set well. Kind of fell apart after I took it out of the spring form pan, a bit loose. Okay, so Carla, what I would suggest on that, so that was the avocado. Did you use coconut cream? That makes a big difference. That's what I use. I use coconut cream. Very, very important to leave it in as long as possible, because yes, if it's too warm, it will just sort of crumble apart. It needs to be super, super cold. So I would say a minimum of 3 hours in the refrigerator, but I also always recommend that you use the solid part of the coconut cream, the thickest part of it, and it should turn out okay. And I always leave mine in. I generally make mine in the morning so it can be eaten in the evening. So it's got a good six to 8 hours in the fridge and or in the cooler. And make sure it is really cool, and you should be okay. But yes, it's a bit trial and error. You've got to get the right coconut cream. I think that really makes a difference as well. But you know, try again, Carla. I'm sure it'll work out. Did it taste good though? I hope it tasted good. So that was everyone. I posted on Ko-fi my avocado lime cheesecake recipe. So that's something I have because I follow a ketogenic diet. It's really helped me as a postmenopausal woman. So I do intermittent fasting, but I also eat a diet which has a lot of good quality saturated fats, which turn to ketones, and I have very low sugar, if any. Occasionally, I still dip in and out of the sugar, but I mostly make things that don't have sugar in. And the avocado lime cheesecake is so tasty. So I hope it was all right. Carla says, I let it set for 5 hours. I bake a lot, so I don't know what went wrong. I think it could be just, Carla, it could be, oh, you use coconut cream. I'm not sure then, because I use coconut cream. I put it in, maybe it needs to go cooler. Or sometimes it's, if you look at the I've got a tip for you because you're a baker, Carla. Have a look at the consistency. You know, when you put it in the processor, when you're processing it all together, have a look at the consistency at that point. If it's already liquid at that point, it's never going to get super solid. It needs to be quite firm. So I always do a mix. Sometimes I might add a little more avocado or a little less cream. Obviously keep tasting it so you've got that nice lime flavor, but it might just be the kind of mixture of ratio of cream to avocados, because some avocados can be small, some can be big. So I would judge it on getting a really thick cream in the processing stage. If it's thick then you know it's going to set well when you put it in the fridge. I hope that works. Helen Lee says, challenging session, but just about got to the end. Can't get legs beyond waistband in past. Had decompression surgery. Could that be why? I would imagine yes, Helen. And don't worry, but keep working on it, because you're going to get some nice lengthening out of the muscles in the back area there, as I was saying to Susan earlier. So that will still be very beneficial for you. Sangeeta says, thanks for explaining the support. Hoping one day I can do it without holding onto my back. Me too, Sangeeta, but keep going. Well done. Jasmine's popped in. Jasmine's in Brighton. Hi, Jasmine. Oriental Rose says, hi, thanks for a great workout. I'm going to do it again. Carla says, yes, it tasted good and used some as salad dressing and added water. Not too easy though. Okay, yes, it's a lovely salad dressing as well. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so I would say maybe look at the consistency, Carla. You want it really thick, you know, like a thick custard. And that can often be more avocado or more of the solid bit of the cream. In the UK, I don't know how it comes to you in the US, but in the UK we have like coconut milk and coconut cream. And the coconut cream is a lot. The coconut milk's almost like water, and the coconut cream is like custard, and then there's always a really thick part at the top, and that's the bit I tend to use. So see how we go. But it did taste good, so really, really pleased to hear that. All right, well, keep going, everyone. I will be back with you on Monday for our Pilates for neck pain, or to ease neck pain. So it's Pilates for neck pain relief. That's Monday at 4 o'clock. And I will be back next Friday with another intermediate level workout. And of course, I'll have your playlist out this weekend. All right. And if you're on Ko-fi, check out the page later on today for a very special announcement. All right. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.